Where do we go after exploring the deep roots of Chinese shamanism, Taoism, and Chan Buddhism? Logically, the next step isn't just about another country or another ancient text. It is about zooming out to ask a much bigger question. How did humans originally relate to healing, spirit, and consciousness before modern religion took shape? To answer that, let's travel to the traditions of Native American peoples, specifically the Lakota and the Navajo. This isn't about drawing a direct historical line from China to America. It's about recognizing something profound. Different cultures, separated by vast oceans and millennia, independently discovered the same inner technology. This isn't about shared beliefs. It's about a shared human nervous system, a shared earth, and a shared consciousness. First, a quick but important clarification. It's helpful to move away from the idea of Native American religion. There isn't a separate category called religion. There's no salvation doctrine or complex metaphysics. Instead, there's just relationship, a living, breathing relationship with the land, with ancestors, with animals, the wind, dreams, the community, and your own body. So healing isn't about fixing a symptom in isolation. It's about restoring harmony within this entire web of life. This feels incredibly similar to the Taoist and ancient Wu worldview, doesn't it? Let's start with the Lakota of the Great Plains. A core idea in their tradition is maintaining balance with Wakantanka, often translated as the Great Mystery. Now, this isn't God in the Western sense. It's much closer to the sacred totality of existence, the living, breathing mystery of the universe. It's a lot like the Tao, or the concept of Brahman in India, or even emptiness in Buddhism. But it's not a philosophical concept. It's something to be lived and felt moment by moment. So how do they restore this harmony? One powerful method is the sweat lodge or inipi. This is a ceremony of purification, but it's deeply physical and energetic, not just symbolic. Imagine being in complete darkness, with intense heat causing you to sweat profoundly. There's chanting, prayer, and a powerful shift in your breath. In this space, people cry, they shake, they purge stored emotions, they remember old traumas, and sometimes they even have visions. Does that sound familiar? It's essentially a nervous system reset combined with an energetic purge, all amplified by the power of a group. This is the exact same mechanism we see in ancient Wu trance rituals, Taoist purification practices, and even the spontaneous shaking and yawning that happens when your body releases deep-seated stress. The body discharges its stored survival energy, awareness clears, and harmony naturally returns. No complex philosophy is needed. Another key practice is the vision quest or Hambal Chayapi, which translates to crying for a vision. This involves going alone into nature for several days with no food, no phone, no distractions, just you, the sky, and the earth. Over time, the ego softens, fears rise to the surface, and your entire perception of reality can change, leading to profound dreams and visions. It's like a monastic meditation retreat and a shamanic initiation all rolled into one. Again, we see a parallel with Chan Buddhism. Strip everything away, and awareness reveals its true nature. Finally, there are the healing songs and ceremonies. Lakota medicine people use the power of song, the beat of the drum, rhythm, prayer, and their focused presence to guide healing. This isn't just music for entertainment. It's state induction. The sound directly entrains the nervous system, bringing it into a different state of being. This is exactly what the ancient Wu shamans did with their drums and what Taoist masters do with their chanting. Now, let's turn to Navajo people from the Southwest. Their system of healing is even more explicitly what we might call energetic medicine. Their central concept is HCH. This word is famously difficult to translate, but it means something like beauty, harmony, right relationship, and walking in balance with the world. If the ancient Taoists were Navajo, the Tao would be HCH. It's the same feeling. It's not about being a good person in a moral sense. It's about life flowing correctly without obstruction. When HCH is disrupted, they use incredibly sophisticated healing ceremonies known as chant ways to restore it. You might have heard of the Night Way, the Mountain Way, or the Blessing Way. These are elaborate rituals that can last 4 days. They involve creating intricate sand paintings, which are maps of sacred geometry, powerful chants that have been passed down for generations, the use of specific herbs, touch, storytelling, and even reenactments of their creation myths. What's happening here is not superstition. It's a brilliant synthesis of psychological and energetic healing. These ceremonies work on multiple levels at once. They reorganize a person's inner story. They calm the nervous system with rhythm and sound. They restore a sense of meaning and purpose. They resynchronize the individual with their community, and they invoke powerful archetypal imagery through the sand paintings and myths. It's like modern therapy, ritual, and energy medicine all woven together into a single powerful process. And once again, the goal isn't to make you believe a doctrine, it's to restore harmony. So what's the deeper pattern here? When you stand back and look at the Wu Shamans, the early Taoists, the Chan masters, the Lakota, and the Dain, you notice something absolutely stunning. They all independently discovered that true healing happens when the body is allowed to discharge its held tension, when the mind becomes quiet, when the person reconnects with nature and community, and when awareness can simply be present without forcing anything. This is the key. The yawning, the shaking, the tears, the feeling of deep stillness, these aren't just strange spiritual experiences, they are mammalian. This is how the nervous system of any complex creature resets itself. These ancient cultures were simply wise enough to listen to the body's innate intelligence and build rituals that honor and facilitate what biology already knows how to do. When you zoom all the way out, you can see that there are really only two major spiritual paths in human history. The first is the path of institutions and doctrines based on belief, rules, theology, and salvation. The second is the path of direct, embodied experience based on energy, presence, and harmony. The Lakota, the Dain, the Wu Shamans, early Taoism, and Chan Buddhism are all clearly on that second path. It's the path that doesn't ask you to believe anything. It asks you to feel, to allow, and to listen to the wisdom already present within you and within the world. This is the ancient, universal path of returning to wholeness. Thanks for joining me on this journey today. If you found this exploration meaningful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might also find it valuable. Until next time.